leader. They want to hear from the mayor. If y'all ain't learned that yet. The mayor, not the trustees that don't do nothing, that only run their mouth. Y'all don't do no work. Y'all forget I am the leader. Guys, this is Super Mayor Tiffany A. Hilliard, the people's mayor. So, you guys doing a lot of snitching.
I could not be here breathing and be comfortable if I was really as bad as they was making it. You know, nobody could be around me. So for me to be this calm, I must have some kind of inner peace. And my inner peace is knowing that once everybody take the time to really see what type of person I am, you'd be surprised that I stuck around this long. I have to make the life that I do live as happy as I can and try to do the best with what I have. You know, live the best life I can live, be as happy as I can be. Nothing is perfect for anybody. I don't know.
Boys, I swear, I think I figured it out. You know why they don't want us redneck brothers and sisters and the hood brothers and sisters getting along? You know why? Because we'd be unstoppable. I'm telling you right now, we would shut shit down.
And what we will do, babes, we will shut shit down. Welcome to Uncensored Enlightenment Talk, and you're here with your host, GraceLevi, for another one. Today, we're going to revisit Thornton Township's budget. Dun, 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 dun. So this is a continuation of the last video that we presented to you of a recap of the last two meetings and some of the concerns that the residents had about the general assistance fund, the general fund, and thereof not being audited. So what we're going to do is just deep dive, as we always do. We did this so many times, but it's great. I think we're going to be able to get through it fast. Okay. We're going to compare and contrast the unaudited budget report that they released to us. As you know, it was updated because I looked at the last one last month. It was a little different. And we're going to compare it to the 2024, 3, and 2, because that's on one document. So we're going to see some significant changes, and that's what I want to talk about today with the residents. Okay, there's some good things going on, but we still need to pay attention to everything. So maybe this live will help you guys feel a little bit more comfortable with the unaudited budget, because we did see some significant changes, and I think it's more for the benefit of the people. I do know why you guys were skeptical, because I was skeptical at first, and I'm like, I don't want to hear it. It ain't audited, but we are under the guise of two different budgets being, utilized last year, and this one being implemented this year without being audited. Okay, so that's what we're dealing with, and I just want to show you on the website. You can see we're going to get this information straight from Thornton's website, guys, and this is for the residents. Okay, so you guys don't have to stress yourself and go through each item line. We're going to go through most of the item lines, and I'm going to make it efficient where we'll be able to switch between both years. So the annual report, this was the annual report that they've been talking about. We're just going to go into the annual report for the general assistance, unaudited, and the general report for the general fund. Okay, the ones that has been audited was up to 2023. So as what I mentioned a few minutes ago, the 2024 that we show you right here, because these are the ones that we're going to use, general fund and general assistance fund for 2024, to compare and contrast to what they are giving us. Okay, so excuse me. I will hope they updated these, because these are pretty much supposed to be the same. It just looks a little bit different. Let me just make sure. Y'all, they just made it look a little bit different. Let's look at the numbers real quick. Yeah. Okay, so basically when you look at this document, what we just showed you, let's just go back. This right here is what we're going to be going over today, because this is the same document as this. General assistance funds here is the same thing as the general assistance funds report here. Okay, it just looks a little different. So that's the one that they have on the website prior. And I told you I was looking at that, the projected and the budgeted. So my question is, if this document was up there earlier, this is all I'm saying. If it was up there, let me switch myself on the other side. I like to be on this side. If this document was up here earlier, why did this did not get audited already. And you're literally showing us the same numbers that's been sitting on the website for a little while. Yeah, but I can see. So that is what we're going to be going over today, just those two accounts. And what we're going to show you is the actual one that was presented to you guys throughout the meeting. That was, I allege. That's the one at the top. So this is the 2025 annual report. And this is for, now this was presented at the meeting because this is what they supposed to sign and submit and everything like that. All right, so all right. So I'm going to read this at the end of the synopsis of this, but this is the General Assistance Fund. So it does look different from the other ones that's on for 2024, 23, 22. We just want to show you. It looks a little bit different, but you're going to be able to follow. Okay? You're going to be able to follow. So check this out. I want you guys to look at these numbers again. So the one thing I want to highlight when we're going to start here, we're going to talk about the real estate tax that's in the General Assistance Fund. There's two sets of taxes going on here, one for the General Assistance Fund and one for the General Fund. So the real estate taxation on the people, which is considered revenue for them, is $9.6 million. And we're going to compare and contrast that to the last 3 years. So it's $9.6 million. I want you guys to look at that. And that's where we're going to be able to see, are you guys actually saving at this point? $9.6 million. And what you see here, this is the same for General Assistance Fund comparison. And we're going to zoom it in because it looks like the taxes went up. We do got some funky news. Okay, just a little bit, especially about the tax rebate. I want y'all to look at that too. We're going to talk about that. So, in 2022, y'all was paying $7.5 million. Then it went down to $5.8 million in 2023. In 2024, it went back up to $6.1 million. But to reflect back on what we just showed you, it's going to be basically increased $9.6 million this year for the general fund. That is what I'm looking at, and that's what it looks like to me. You guys can compare and contrast, but we see about a $3 million increase in just real estate taxes. Okay. Now, moving forward, let's look at the senior youth and food. Okay, this is all considered income for the Township of Thornton, TT Foundation reimbursement, and CEDA payment. Now, this one right here is a grant. I don't know how they get reimbursement from this, but we're going to compare and contrast on the previous years because this is also available. So the senior and youth tax is about $546,000. And the Thornton Township Foundation reimbursement is about $56,000. So let's just switch over to the other page. We're going to make it nice and smooth, nice and easy. We'll go line by line just a little bit for you. And again, here you're going to see the senior youth and tax. Okay. There for the last couple of years, it's been at or about $500,000. Okay. It's been steadily increasing for $430,000, but it increased this year about to $547,000 as stated on the last budget that we looked at. Okay. So let me do it like this. Maybe it'll be a little bit easier if I just do this and then I can compare and contrast for you guys. All right. So here you see that it is a slight increase in the taxes, but nothing too major. And now we're going to go into the TT Foundation. This is donation. The other one said TT Foundation reimbursement. Now, let me show you because it's like, okay, which one is which? Y'all know we detail orientated over here. What you got going on? What you got? What is this? All right, let's zoom this in real quick. Please hit the like button. This is for the Thornton Township residents who really want to look at this line by line, may have difficulties looking at this type of stuff and understanding it. Now, Thornton Township. Because remember, the beautiful resident said, "What is TT Foundation?" Y'all remember me yelling that one day on my live, like, "What is that?" Anybody? Thornton Township Foundation donation. So donations here for revenue coming in was last year $2,400. This was budgeted. The actual was $502,000. But what's weird to me is that when you put this on the screen, it says Thornton Township reimbursement $57,000. This is for 2025, the one that y'all were talking about. And again, last year, let's just look at it. Let's zoom it in just a little bit, so you guys won't have no problem. Is it the wrong line item here? I don't know. Well, maybe they didn't get any reimbursements, so you're gonna getting something back, okay? But maybe we'll find another line item that say Thornton Township donation, and we'll come back and compare and contrast. So totally miscellaneous in revenue is supposed to add up to $10.3 million for you guys, as per this right here. But we're going to get back to the budget, the prospective budget, the new year, and we're going to keep going down this yellow brick road. Okay. So that's the first part. It does look like we have about a $3 million increase in real estate taxes. Dun, 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 dun. I don't like that. Now we're going to go into administrative division, and this is not going to be considered a revenue. It's going to be considered expenditures. Okay. And this is the expected expenditures from this year. Now, the salaries they're looking to pay, it's a few things that I wanted to look at. Let me just compare real quick as I'm going so I won't drive y'all crazy. Now, what I will say, I have to say, it looks like the salaries will be going down for the Thornton Township. We're going to show you that. What else? The Met life insurance policies going to be going down. The payroll taxes is going to be going down. And we're going to just show you that. Let me take a quick picture of that and make it easy for you guys to actually see. Now, we ain't getting to the Harvey Food Pantry yet, but we will. Because you know they did much better with that. They knew we wasn't playing. We ain't playing today. Okay? All right. So now let's just do the compare and contrast. I took a quick picture of it so you can see the other document that we have to share with you guys. Give me 1 second. Just get it on the screen. Please hit the like button. I want to say thank you for being here with GraceLevi. We do have that to put on the screen for you guys. This is the recap with Grace. Let's look at this snapshot. Now, here you're going to see the salaries. This is the proposed $1.6 million. And for the last 3 years, it's been close to $2.5 million. As you can see, this is for the 2024, 23, 22. That's what we're showing you right now. Okay. So just take a look at that. It looks a little bit different. Like they tried to downgrade it just a little bit. Now, the life insurance also went down. This is at $370,000. Last year, in the years prior, they were up to $500,000. Last year was $423,000. So I'm seeing decrease in the administrative division spending. Okay, nice. And now we're going to go back to our document. I know I'm moving nice and slow, so my older ladies could get into this and y'all can see, put it on a big screen. So when y'all go there, y'all have to give them such a hard time, but y'all need to get on that ass about taxes. Okay. So the travel expenditures, it's kind of like high, but then if you go to, let's see, let me go back to the document. And we're going to show you the travel expenditures here. About $102,000. Building maintenance, about $119,000. Building maintenance project, about $43,000. So I want to write that down I want to pay attention to that because we're going to compare it to, because the travel expenses look like it went down this. Well, guys, hold on. Right. So here you go. I want you guys to be comfortable because y'all got on their butt, and I understand. Get on the ass. So here go the travel expenses. As y'all can see, every year the travel expenses have been high to the sky. It was like 312,000, then 205,000, and then 204,000. And what they're proposing this year. Hold on one second. Hold on. I apologize. Let's switch. Let's take that off the screen because that is the general fund. Hold on one second. There we go. I do apologize. Here you go. So here go the travel training expenses, and that's what we were looking at. Travel training expenses for the proposed budget this year is $102,000. Last year it was about 75,000. They're at or about around the same, but it's lower. So I'm seeing lower, guys. The building maintenance before was averaging. Now, when Tiffany first came up in there, close to this 2021, this 24, 23, 22, they were at $331,000 in building maintenance. That building is not that big. And how many buildings is under that? So last year they got it down to $125,000. And now we're going to look at the proposed budget real quick and see what they have to offer. What do they want? What are they showing us today? Now, I didn't take Snappers before like I did with the other live, so we just got to click through. All right, so here is, again, we're going to be looking for building maintenance and building maintenance projects. Here we go. So as I mentioned before, they were spending up to $300,000, and it got down to $240,000 last year, and they look like they cut it. They about to cut it. Y'all done got on their ass, okay? But I don't know if these two are supposed to be together, but even if these two line items are added together, it's a good compromise, okay? Now, you're going to see off equipment, lease, all of these things. I don't think we need to go totally into them, but I'm telling you from what I'm seeing, there most of these line items have been decreasing, even down to the liability insurance that they have. Ooh, no. Let me show you that. Now, the liability insurance for Thornton Township, that went up. They doing $527,000. What did y'all have? Car accidents, things like that. Y'all liability, general liability, and auto liability. So general liability and auto liability. Y'all know why y'all liability went up like that? I'm about to snitch. This broad right here. Because the years prior, y'all wasn't paying $527,000 in liability insurance. That is trifling. She done came and tore up shit. Tore it up. This is what y'all was paying before in liability insurance. As y'all can see, the most y'all paid was $121,000. I guess whoever liability insurance that was, they were trying to hold y'all down through Tiffany tension. But any other company said, hell to the no. To the no. Y'all about to pay this insurance. Because Tiffany, this bro right here, fuck. Excuse my language. No, cost the resident $520,000 in liability and general insurance. That's the car insurance and the general insurance. I would assume that has to do with the lawsuits and all types of things like that as well. And it is Tiffany's fault. So that was a major increase, the liability insurance. But we can see why. That's not on the trustees. Now, these are other administrative bills. Let's see, security. Now, y'all pay $144,000. And I done took my man picture down. My man. You know I love that picture of that man falling down on his butt. But it looks like it was, funny. It was. it looks like they're cutting it just a little bit. But if y'all paid $200,000 last year for that man who y'all had to pick up off the ground, you better get some of your darn money back, because maybe him and his crew was not worth it. So here you go, is the security. I'm glad I don't got no picture of that man. God gonna strike me down. Keep playing with that old thick old man getting off the floor. That ain't nice, Grace. But last year I spent $200,000 on security. Was that somebody to follow Tiffany around? Because y'all sure enough didn't provide $200,000 at the board meeting. No. I didn't see that. But yeah, they're cutting back on that, and I think that's something that they need to just keep at bay, and then try another company, because y'all still got them same people. I can't believe it. Y'all know that same man still be at the meeting. He didn't give up. He was like, I ain't time for me to retire. When time for me to retire. All right. So here we go. We're making our way down the General Assistance Fund, the 2025, in the comparison of the last 3 years that we got. Okay, so these are pretty same. What I will pretty good. What I will say is that they did not OD on computer database special projects, all this nonsense. Yeah. Let me show y'all. I knew it. They were spending too much on them damn computers. I said, what is going on? That's why I was thinking possibly Keith Freeman has something to do with that. I don't know, but this says special project computer database, $6,500. $6,500 compared to this over the last couple of years. What's been going on? I'm not about to play with y'all. Special project computer database. Allegedly, nothing went into there last year. Allegedly. The first 2022, but it was $252,000, and then the next year was $166,000. But the computer database did have an entry on this second line. It wasn't considered a special project. $300,000. The fuck? That's weird. Thank you, Jesus. From $300,000 to $6,000. Can I get an 8-ball in the chat? I told you something was wrong with this computer thing. They had it multiple times in the budget, all types of shit. Somebody was laundering, allegedly. All right. So what you see here is this is the flashback. Let's get to the new report again so we can compare and contrast. Please hit the like button. Thank you, my Thornton and Dalton family. If you like the information that I'm delivering today and you understand what I'm breaking down, please hit the like button. Turn your notification on. Thank you. And get in the comments and tell me how you feel. All right. So this is the administrative division, which is going to spend $3.4 million. What's different is that they did it a little bit different from this budget, making it look a little bit, hold on. So our administrative division, I would literally have to, calculate everything. The total of the administrative division. I see $1.4 million. That's the contractual services, office supply, $25,000, and personnel services. And personnel services was $3.5 million. So 3.5 plus the 1.4, we have about $5 million. Yeah. I'm calculating last year's. I'm just because last year's look a little weird. So y'all have $3.4 million that y'all spending in the administrative field or arena. And I'm just going to show y'all what I was looking at calculating in my head was this. They did it differently, like they split everything up. So this was the administrative division and everything. So I said 3.5 million, the 25,000, and then we did the 1.4 million. And I'm adding about $5 million last year in the administrative division, excluding these. If this is excluded, I don't think this is excluded. So $5 million versus the 3 now. So y'all doing pretty good. I told y'all they had to cut it. They cut shit down. but not them damn taxes. I gotta pay taxes with y'all, just not out there, but I do. And I hated it. Hated it. Let's go. Now we're gonna get into 5. Now, relief divisions. Now, this is what I don't like. This is what I don't like. I don't like it. Why, Grace? Because you being cheap now. You being too damn cheap. Let's check this out. This is I'm about to take a picture so I can get a good thing. Let me zoom out so I can get a good picture. So y'all can do a compare and contrast. Now, this is what I'm about to show y'all. That's for you, babies. That's for you residents. Okay? All that looking money they want to be spending on the others in administrative shit. I know you done cut it, but I don't like what I see. Now, right here, it's saying a total of these are relief divisions. I would assume these are the things that you guys receive from Thornton Township. Correct me, am I wrong? Am I tripping? Only $336,000? Let me roll the fuck up here real quick. You about to spend $500,000 on liability insurance and $1.6 million in salary. You see my face? Y'all bet to put more of that money into these damn residents and what we need. Not this food pantry shit. Wait, we're going to get to that. This is the relief division. This is what all Tiffany said. All y'all got, giving you the best that she got, claiming that it's hers, all types of shit. But then, now y'all cut it down. And this is, hold on one second. Let me just save this real quick to make sure I got it for you guys, because I'm not about to play. Now, if y'all want to cut stuff, y'all better cut the right stuff. Now, we need services, especially when shit inflated and Trump doing these tariffs. Baby, let's put this on the screen. This is the difference of what they used to spend. Over there playing. Y'all see that? Let me move my banner from the bottom. Y'all need to get the whole screen for that. This was the budget right here. Here, utilities, postage, publishing, rent, shelter, travel, and bus. Now, some of those things are not available on this one, like the hell, postage. Who are you buying postage for? Oh, hell no. To the no. Do you see the fraud? Hell to the no. What is $10,000 in postage last year? What is this? Now, $75,000 last year in utilities. That was 2024. And y'all, look. I'm not about to play with them. They're going to give the residents what they need. They spent $75,000 last year. Who got this shit? The average was $9,000, $7,000. We're about to take this off. This is the utilities. Look at it. They're going to spend $6,000, $7,000 this year, which was about the average a little bit. They're going lower than the average. Who the heck spent $75,000 on utility gift cards, allegedly, or vouchers, or checks? Look. I'm quiet. Don't worry, y'all. I'll bring the juice. The hell is publishing? That's not on a new one. Now, we find a new stuff on this audit, this Grace recap. Oh, Jesus. The hell is publishing, and how is that relief division? $300,000 in 2024. Okay, this is a breakdown 2024. 2023 was 77. 2022 was 108. Rent and shelter. That's helping people with rent and shelter. Understandable. But this was closer to COVID than 2024. $300,000 for rent and shelter help. But then this year, you're going to do $5,500 How many families you can help with that? Y'all see why I'm feeling kind of conflicted? I'm feeling kind of conflicted, baby. Now the bus pass, people need that. Traveling bus pass, they want to do 5,900. Last couple of years, traveling bus pass. Oh my God. Who's laundering money here? Please tell me. Travel bus was $11,000 in 2022. 2024, $80,000. I am done with Tiffany. You're going to jail. Yeah, you're going to jail. That's all Tiffany right there. That's all Tiffany right there down there from senior services. Oh, you're going down. We found some new stuff this audit. So seniors, y'all getting travel and bus passes, only $6,000. That's not enough. Emergency Assistance Fund, $3,000. Emergency assistance, $247,000. What does that fall under? Let's see what y'all spent before. But what serve emergency assistance? What is it? It's not housing. Ain't y'all housing the rent and shelter right here? It's not food. Ain't the food right under there? Household needs $3,000. Is that per person? Y'all know it ain't per person. I'm over here just trying to make an excuse. What is going on with this division right here? All residents. Yeah, that's what y'all gonna have to ask on the next thing. Like, oh, y'all know y'all doing cuts. Y'all cutting the right thing, but what about our services? Didn't I tell you? Possibly somebody was gonna go in there and cut shit. I'm not blaming him, but I don't like it. Okay, let's look at the last previous year, what they did. Okay, emergency assistance. The hell is going on here? 2022, y'all ain't offer nothing. $11. Somebody paid y'all. Somebody, you owe me. 2022, 23 emergency assistance. Y'all gave somebody $1,000. And then 2024, y'all did $250,000 in emergency assistance. I don't know if this program just got off the ground correctly or what the heck was going on. But big baby, is that about the same? Yeah, it's about the same. I could do that. But what is this emergency assistance? What falls under this category? Figure out. We need a little $245,000. Let's go back to this and figure out how the hell did they get the $886,000? What did the rent and shelter was high? The emergency assistance was high. And somebody took $80,000 from the bus pass, allegedly, and $75,000. That was what it was. Somebody was laundering. Was somebody laundering? We're gonna ask these questions. What the hell happened in this section? I don't like it. Guys, go look at that. I'm gonna put it in the community page of these particular screenshots. Y'all have some questions to ask about this particular section. I don't like it. Let's do another one real quick. Let me make sure I have these to show you because, baby, my Thornton family. Something ain't right. Something ain't right. And we still on a general assistance fund. We're making our way through this. Thank you for being here. This broadcast won't be more than an hour. Let's get down to the food pantry for 2025. And as we know, the budget significantly, tremendously, making my own words up, decreased. Okay? Because Mr. Thicker Than a Snicker, let me put him on the screen. You won't be there to be able to launder, allegedly. 1, 2, Grace is coming for you. 3, 4, Keith better lock his door. 5, 6, the pantry said no. Chicken sticks for you. I got jokes coming for you. You're weird. You're weird. Look at this. $1.7 million what they'll be using in the food pantry. As we highlighted before, we're going to highlight it again. There is a particular section out of this ledger that's missing. Dun, 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 dun. What's missing to make this budget only $1.7 $1.7 million. I'm petty. You know I'm petty. You know I'm getting you. Why? Because you shouldn't have lied to Grace. When you meet God's people, just be honest to them. Just don't lie. I could have came up with something to help you out, but you was, I ain't gonna do it. I just buy the boxes. I ain't know nothing about it. See, I ain't see Tiffany do none of that shit. You remember what you said? Do you remember? So, guys, remember this, that we will not take it off of what has happened, because now the food pantry will only have to have expenditures of $1.7 million. In the last couple of years, we were at 4, 5, and 6. Can I bring the receipts? Do you want the receipts? Hold on, let me remove this. Talking a whole lot of stuff. You ain't got my stuff together yet. Here you go. Check it out. What is missing here, guys? I want you to look directly at the line that says food. No, it says pantry food donated. $5.4 million in 2022. $5.4 million in 2024. Same numbers. Same fucking numbers. So weird. So weird. Then 2024, $3.0 million. $3 million. I'm so sick of him. Do y'all see that line here? Do you see the line here? We're going to highlight that because we're going to... Keith, well, let's do this for you real quick. I'm not playing with you no more because I'm going to keep bringing this up to the people until your ass.
Lock his ass up. Lock his ass up. You're going to jail. You're going to jail.
Yes, sir. I'm petty. I'm petty. Okay. Now, I'm mad at him. I'm pissed at this thing. Y'all going to acknowledge the fact that it's a problem with this food pantry. Y'all will acknowledge it one day, and then I can put the 8 balls in my damn chat. Look at this. Look at this bullshit. Holiday baskets. That's another thing. Whatever this is, I don't know if that's the boxes that she was doing. This special project stuff was eliminated last year. The holiday boxes. Holiday baskets, that's what it says. Yeah, holiday baskets, I do. Baskets, they spent last year $350,000. $350,000, and this year they're going to be $367,000. What's the holiday basket? How many damn holidays y'all celebrate? Y'all know I'm a Hebrew, so I ain't trying to spend all that money. I'm just coming for the Passover. I'm just coming for a few little, you know what I'm saying? The Sabbath, we good. Split a meal, talk about God. Yeah. Y'all holidays is too expensive. So what holiday baskets, y'all? Because they're about to spend the same amount. I have no damn idea. Harvey Food Pantry. Now, this is just saying Harvey Food Pantry. This is expenditures of $12,500. Sure enough, significantly cut from the $25,000 last year. Good Lord, $25,000. But let me settle right now for a Snicker and a Charleston Chew. I got jokes. But back to 2022. Y'all know I got to make this spicy. We talking numbers. In 2022, they spent $15,000. Harvey Food Pantry. Don't understand what it does, what it means. But yeah, a little weird. Yeah, I don't like it. Pantry got their own security service. They spend $100,000 on security. Security. Let's see if they do it this year. They spent $100,000 on security. What the hell? Oh, so people won't come steal the food? Huh? That's what it is? So that is a breakdown of the general fund. No, this is the general assistance fund. Let's just make sure we're showing you the general assistance fund. They're saying that the expenditures is going to be about $5.5 million. And as she said in the video that we watched prior, you're supposed to have basically a net profit or holdings of 4.8 when you look at the liabilities versus the assets. So this is supposed to be a plus 4.8. Let's get it compared to The other years, I don't even know how they got this. Okay. The other years, the total, they was at about 6.2. So there's a $2 million difference. I think I have it on here. Year ago. Oh, no. Hold on one second. Let's switch over so you can see the total difference, which is about a $2 million difference. Not too much. But we're gonna just take note of all of it. Everything. So $6.2 million was the total amount that they had after all of what we talked about. The money coming in and money coming out in the general assistance fund. This year they have 4.8. So it did decrease about 1.9, 1.8. I'm not a mathematician, but yeah. Y'all need to ask about that Harvey pantry because I'm sick of it. I'm fucking sick of it. I'm sick of it. Okay. Now, I want you to hit the like button. I appreciate you guys for being here with GraceLevi. What we're going to do is go into the second portion, which is the general funds. Right? Let's go to the general funds for 2024, comparing 24, 23, 22, like we just did, because the way they show it on that document is amazing. You can cross-reference. And yeah, we're gonna look at some shit. Just gonna look at this page. It's a little bit more work, but we got this. Hit the like button. Thank you. All right. So let's wrap this up with the second session where we're going to be looking at the general funds. Okay, there is major changes that took place. Let's check this out. Please hit the like button. I want to say thank you for being with us. This broadcast is specially delivered to the Thornton Township residents, my family. Okay, so let's look at this real quick. This is the general funds, and this is what was presented to you guys at the meeting. So this was the prospective general funds list that will be basically your budget unaudited. Okay. And some of these numbers do look better, as we say. And as I can say, look at this. We're just going to zoom in first and foremost before we get to the taxes. Oh, let's just start off like we always do. The taxes. So here in this particular situation, it doesn't look as bad as the general assistance fund. Why do I say that? Because we stated that the general assistance fund has increased $3 million related to the estimated property tax that they will receive. But here in this particular document, let's zoom in. Okay, real estate taxes is about $3.8 million. Senior taxes, $2.3 million. Youth taxes, right here says $2.3 million. So what we'll do is, again, I'm gonna get a little screenshot up there for you guys so we can make it a little bit easy for us to cross-reference. It looks like it's at or about the same. They did a little adjustment. It is less about $900,000 according to my calculations. Let's put it on the screen. All right. Now, this is, as we talked about, the real estate taxes. Now, this was 2024, 23, and 22. We said it was going to be about $3.8 million this year. And last year, it was 4.5. 3.5 and 3.2. So it's not a big difference. Thank you. It went down just a little bit. But then you see the senior taxes and the youth taxes, which is pretty much the same, 2.3 million, 2.3 million. I don't like how close the numbers are, but you know, anybody who know numbers, we don't like numbers that's exactly the same because that's just a copy and paste, not actual. But now, last year was $2.4 million for the senior tax, 2.1 in 2023, and 1.9 in 2022. About the same. Cookie cutter numbers, but we're going to run with it. It is not as bad. It's not much of an adjustment. So the real estate tax, estimated tax to go into the general fund is probably this year less $900,000 or $700,000 or so. I'm kind of just estimating. So the total tax revenue is going to be 8.4. And this is different. You see how they did it different? But if you add this up, 4 plus 2 plus 2, that's about 8. 9. It's about 5.4. 5.4 million the last year. So it's a slight difference, not too bad. Now we want to get into some other things because they let's get through the document first before I say things I'm missing. So let's get into investment income. Investment income is going to be about 414,000. General gains and loss, I don't know what that actually composites or what it entail, but 129,000. Unrealized gain and loss, maybe that's just a little buffer. Interest income, $580,000. Now, this is investment account. Now, let's see if we go to our other document and if we can cross-reference. Okay, so we're saying this investment account is about 414,000. Look like it's going to come in and about the same for the other years. I'm kind of taking a pre-look. Let's go. Please hit the like button as I break this down for you. All right, so investment income, as we said, it was about on this year, proceed, not on unaudited budget. It's about $480,000 in the last couple of years. As you can see, investment income has averaged about 404, 205, and 304. You remember we went in there and it was from money taking. General losses, unrealized general losses. They made about the same buffer, 129,000. Interest, they have income interest $5,000 last year. And this year, interest income is about $580,000. So, oh, but Jesus, what's going on with that investment account? Looks like it's going good with that. Let's look at it. Because the other investment wasn't looking like this. It's saying interest income, $580,000. And interest income, I'm just going to take a picture of this so we can put it on the screen real easy for you guys. Thank you for being here. For us to basically get this together before the new administration comes so y'all can know what's going on. We ain't about to play with them this year. Y'all was on it like kryptonite. But I think y'all can take a little breath because it is some adjustment. But as I mentioned, I don't like the adjustment that's happening as far as the activities. And that was something that I mentioned before may happen. All right. So as I mentioned, the interest that was typically gained in this particular account was about $5,000, $2,000, $2,000, you can see. And then here it's saying something a little different. Where are you getting all this from? Is that from credit cards? What? Where? We do got to show y'all some credit card interest. But that's a little weird. Where is that coming from? Is that from the investment account? Let me see if I can find, because it says investment income and the interest is only 5,000. You see what I'm saying? You see the investment income and then it says the interest income 5,000. So I'm just trying to figure this out. Y'all let me know if y'all know better than me. Let's move forward. Senior luncheon. No, it was something else I wanted to show you guys here. Now, here is other income refunds and reimbursements. The food pantry as in donation $2,750 for all that y'all was giving out these last couple years. Huh? Now, this is basically the small section of income is one page. Okay. So it's totaling about $10 million. Okay. And that is mostly a bulk of the taxes here and some of the investment money that was surprising. But what I see very different. Okay. Because this is expenditures. When it comes to the revenue, y'all don't have the same revenue that I had prior. It's a lot of things that's off of the list. So here you're going to see the things that's off of the list as far as revenue. Y'all cut back. So we talked about the taxes, everything. We hit a few of these. So replacement taxes, that's small. Senior citizens luncheon, 60,000. Y'all have about the same amount for here when it comes to income, because they do have senior citizen luncheon. There's going to be like $50,000 in senior citizen trip, $1,800. So what I'm thinking, and I'm going to take a picture of the most recent one because that's a smaller list, so we can hurry up and compare and contrast, because the revenue here ain't that much. You know what I'm saying? It ain't that many slots. Y'all done cut back on some of this stuff. And I think a lot of this stuff I'm showing y'all related to the residents. All right, cool. So these looks like monies that's coming in from activities. So y'all don't have activities on this budget, as highlighted by Wiedemann stated. Maybe we should put it on pause, which is respectable. I understand. But y'all better make sure that y'all seniors have activities, okay? Now, I ain't talking out of two sides of my mouth. That's what Thornton Township is supposed to be for, okay? Services, activities. But Tiffany, don't forget, this monster was just doing anything and everything. So that's the difference. That's the difference. But my seniors deserve to go out on the docks every night. All right. So it's an auction here. That's not all of this stuff. Auction is not on the New Year. I don't know what auction they had. Rental income, R&B. Don't know what that is. We talked about senior luncheon, senior activities, senior trip on 1,000. They're expecting to get a little bit, 1,800 from the senior trip. The bowling services, 1,200 they're supposed to get. And lawn fees this year, they're talking about getting $3,900. So hold on, I'm going to put it on the screen. But this lawn proceedings says $5,000. Enough for last year. Let's put the new budget up there so we can compare and contrast real quick. Please hit the like button. Thank you. I appreciate you guys. What a hard work. Pretty hard work. All right, here we go. This is the only income. Small. But yeah, very small. Now you see what I was talking about? Lawn care fees, $39,000. And in the last couple of years, where the hell the fees go? Y'all was out there arguing. Some was getting done and not getting done. People were supposed to be getting checks. Lawn proceedings. What the hell? What we got? Somebody was talking about I need to get paid in 2023. In 2024. Well, last year, definitely. This is lawn proceedings. Nothing. Why? It's out there because they were smoking and toting guns. The hell going on? Now you expect $39,000. Did somebody launder the lawn money? I'm just trying to figure this out because y'all expecting now $39,000 in lawn. I'm highlighting it. Look at this, y'all. Credit card cash back. This is for 2025. This is the unaudited report. Remember, that's what we're looking at, comparing it to the other years. $13,000. Because Tiffany know how to get them right credit cards and get some cash back. She got a little bit of cash back for y'all on them credit cards. They don't have a lot of this, like Christmas donations, special services. They may add this onto the budget, but I'm just showing you what's not there. Now, it says lawn care fees, $80,000. Lawn care proceeds, lawn care fees. What's the difference? Hold on. Okay, let me say, let's correct this. The lawn care fees, they're supposed to get $39,000 this year. Last year with the lawn care fees, I'm correcting it because it's different from lawn care proceeds. But lawn care fees, $80,000 last year, 76 and 62. So y'all supposed to get less than lawn care fees. Let's correct that. But what is lawn proceeds? Oh, loan proceeds. Loan proceeds. Oh, okay. We definitely edited that out. All right, so let's go. Other things that we are not seeing in the new budget is money for the after school program or fees coming in from that summer enrichment program or fees coming in from that. Ain't nothing. I guess nothing been happening for 3 years anyway. And Nisa's other income and credit card cash back. Last year they got $20,000, $10,000 a year before that in 16. That is basically what we had here, where we're saying that the credit card cash back 13,000. Tiffany did y'all some justice, y'all. Give us some credit, okay? So y'all are supposed to get a grant coming in for $5,000. Let's see if that grant is here. Let's see. Let's go down a little bit. Grant income $5,000. So that's been on the budget. There's a lot of things that's missing, and a lot of things that are related to you guys' activities. Taste of Thornton, that's definitely not up there this year. I think they're going to have to readjust this budget because I thought Thornton was for activities. I'm being real. Y'all know I don't mind to see us getting activities. I just didn't like what the hell Tiffany was doing. But it's weird. It's a little bit weird. So the total revenues in 2024 was 16 million. Let me make sure. Yeah. 16. About 16 million. Including the taxes that we already tallied up is about 9.5. Right. So they have a grant that came in last year. That was where the other 5 million came in last year. Now we're going to get back to this year so we can just see what's the total revenue. And the total revenue is only $544,000. Damn, y'all took a cut. Remember I told y'all this? Okay. Y'all remember I talked about this? I said the thing is that, you do have to look at the township, the way it run as a business. You have to generate income, but not totally like a business because that's people's lives. But you can't have more spending than what's coming in. You do have grants that come in, funding, federal funding, maybe state funding. But I knew that the income that in the spending was not going to match. And that's the same thing right now. All right. So they lowered the spending significantly. Okay. Significantly to basically get a hold on what's going on because the income is cut significantly. And please tell me why, guys. Why? Because of $5 million grant. Oh, grant. $5 million grant income, which may have never been actual money. Yeah. You know how Tiffany do. Maybe we have never even got that money. It was probably never there. She probably just told him to put it in the budget. He's told this fool. Let me put the fool on the camera real quick. Hold on. Big Booty Judy. I know. We're going to get on him. We're going to get you, sir. Put that 5 million false money in there. And now the budget looking ridiculous. All right, let's finish this up. It's saying total general fund revenue is $10 million. And that is including the taxes. Administrative division, this is the expenditure. So we're just going to look at some of the things that they have, travel expenses, and see what has changed. All right, let's hit it. This one is a doozy for me, guys. The administrative the division expenditures. You see my face? Oh my God. This is this year. The budget is, I looked through it. It looks decent. The total amount is going to be $4.6 million. The largest expenditure is to the loan payment of $1.1 million. Sorry, the largest payment is the salary, $1.2 million. and then the loan payment $1.1 million, which makes sense. I looked at this, so I'm like, okay, cool beans. But I want to look at something else because this hurts my heart. What's going on around here? Something changed, y'all. I don't like this shit. I'm gonna take a picture of this real quick, and we about to show you. Let me just show you right quick. I got the picture. Hold on, we got it. I feel some type of way about this. Y'all gonna have to figure out where this money went today. Is this it? Hold on. Y'all gotta figure out where this money went today years old, because this right here is a banger. I can't understand where the hell this money went to. Oh, I'm about to cry, y'all. Check this out. So this is the administrative division expenditures for the general fund. This is the same thing. This is the general fund that we've been looking at on the other PDF. Administrative department. Look at this shit. Why is it $5.2 million going to the administrative department for 2023? Why is it $4.2 million going to the administrative department in 2022? Why is it $5.2 million going to the administration department, just general, $5.2 million? Which sounds like this is close to that loan amount, that grant, that $5 million grant. I'm sick right now because, oh my freaking God, look at this. Look at this. Wait, am I tripping? Where is the 5-point-something million that's going to the administration division? Right quick. Where is it at? Where is it at? No. Nope, these are all separate. It says $4.6 million. And in the last years, it was $14.9 million, $10.8 million, $12.8 million. Yo, Tiffany, there you go. The man right there. Here I go. Tiffany going to jail. And you too. Something is not cooking in the kitchen correctly. Thornton residents, please do me a favor. We're going to have to take a screenshot of this. You guys need to figure out where is this $5.2 million. This is not $5,000. It's not $5,200. $5.2 million. This is $300,000. You see what I'm saying? That's how you know what number is right. I'm fucking sick of it. We found something else. The administrative department in Thornton is now shorting its budget at least $5 to $6 million because of this particular item off of the list. What is going on here? I'm sick. I'm sick of it. Yeah, ask those questions. Let's move forward because I ain't gonna dig that in the hole. I know they mad. Like, girl, she works my nerve. Yeah, I work my own nerve as well. Guys, this is what we're going to do. We're going to bring this broadcast to an end. We're an hour into this deep dive. And I do think that we're going to have to put it into two parts, because when you go down into the annual report, it goes into the HP division, it goes into special services, the youth program, and contractual services. And I think that's something that I want to look in a little bit deeper before we talk about it and hit it up just a little bit deeper, because that's a whole nother 7 pages to go through. All right, so I think I hit it. We hit it pretty hard. If you didn't get the key points that your taxes went up $3 million in one account, down $700,000 in another account, numerous items disappeared off of the new unaudited 2025 budget for Thornton Adulting General Fund, General Assistance Fund, as well as numerous items has been decreased. Now, the only thing that's really alarming to me, that not only, but one of the other things that's alarming to me is the fact that the actual services for the residents is cut in half, and a lot of the other stuff is prioritized and has more money. So I thought Thornton was there for the people. I thought y'all was there for the self-services, the welfare. I ain't mad at it. Give it to me. They need help. Y'all done stress them out. Y'all don't pull these services for them. Don't pull these damn services. And then the fact that it looks like the budget may be definitely readjusted because there may be other income coming into these programs they're going to put in. So we have to keep that in consideration because that was one of the things that they prompted to kind of put on hold and let the new administration come in and kind of do their thing. You know what I'm saying? So if that was a good live and I provided a lot of information for you, please hit the like button. I appreciate you. You have been amazing. I love being part of the Thornton and Dalton family, going deep down. We found some shit today. We're going to have to ask some questions. All right. Somebody's snitching.
Hi, this is Super Mayor Tiffany A. Hilliard, the people's mayor. So, you guys doing a lot of snitching.
Hide the money, y'all. There's poor people around. What's your broke ass? I'm Cara Wilson. I'm the mother of Alexis Wilson, killed by Dalton, Illinois police. At the time that my daughter was killed, Tiffany stood in front of a microphone much like this and said that she stood with the cops and they did do the right thing by killing my 19-year-old child. Not only did she not take those words back, she didn't offer her condolences. She's never said anything. The first thing she did was hire this group of security guards to surround her and PR. So the real reason Tiffany has security is hiding from accountability about what she said about Alexis Wilson when she was killed. Now, if you watch the coverage of this murder, these officers violated her rights, reached in her car, jumped in her car, and put 7 bullets in my child. 2 in her head and 5 down her side. And the next day, you guys tried to spin it like she did something. Watch the video. She did nothing to deserve this. And again, last time they brought up Alexis, she's doing what she does now. Look this way, look that way, every way, but at the person talking. You don't give a damn, and you never did, and you never acted like it. She called out a whole press conference to call my daughter a criminal, and Homewood Flossmoor graduate with no criminal record. But Tiffany, you have one because we used your mugshot to protest in front of your house. And that's why you hid. That's why you have security. So let's tell the truth, which I know you're incapable of. I wouldn't trust this woman if she stood on a stack of Bibles and had her tongue notarized. Not a damn thing she says comes out her mouth is true. Thank you.
Say
Alexis.
all right, okay, all right.
Amidst your shattering grief, the mayor of your village, Tiffany Hilliard, who herself is a mother to a young daughter, approaches the podium. With a chilling lack of empathy, she callously declares to the public that your daughter deserved her fate, attributing it to her supposed poor behavior. She refuses to even acknowledge your presence as you beg for justice, your voice trembling with raw pain. Is this the kind of leader you want for Dalton? Someone so cold-hearted, so detached, so corrupt that she can turn her back on a grieving mother and a tragedy of unimaginable proportions. You have the power to effect change. You deserve a leader who embodies compassion, integrity, and genuine commitment to justice. Jason House can contribute to the vibrant life she should have led. Another meaningful step could be passing a law in her name that holds law enforcement accountable for using excessive and unjustified force